What's up, everybody? WWE Hall of Famer, The Godfather here, and you're watching Grown Man Record Night. So let's everybody get aggressive and get on the whole train.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Do yours, Steve.
Hello? Hello?
Microphones.
Microphone.
You like them? You like microphones?
So far.
Okay. Fair enough.
How's your week?
I don't know.
Okay.
It was okay.
You got a joke?
Oh, a joke.
Yeah, you got a joke. You gotta have a joke.
I didn't write down a joke. I should have wrote something
No
down.
joke.
No joke.
I'm sure you can come up with one real quick.
Alexa, tell us a joke.
How do you evade someone who's trying to steal your barbecue? Kebab and leave. By the way, you can still hear one of Jimmy Fallon's jokes by saying, Alexa, tell me a Jimmy Fallon joke.
Let's try another one. Alexa, tell me a Jimmy Fallon joke.
I've got Jimmy Fallon standing in.
What do you get when you cross a cat with a fire-breathing dragon? A nicer cat.
This is why we do our own jokes. Donut entry. Donut entry. Hey everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome yourself to the Grown Men Record Night studio. We hope everybody's had a fantastic week. We're here live on a Friday night on the YouTube and the Twitch channel. I hope everybody is having a good Friday, good pivot point, good start off to the weekend. Have a couple cold beverages, some fellowship, some great records. We played some great records tonight.
Okay.
We got a special little thing we're going to do for Dig of the Week coming up. It's not brand new records we picked up.
No,
We're doing a little themey thing tonight. Some of you guys said you like the theme stuff, so we had a little something. Actually, Mr. Bizarro, if you guys know Mr. Bizarro, kind of hit me to this. We were having a little convo several weeks ago, and it kind of came to my mind. This is something we ought to do for a Dig of the Week one night. Something we've not done in what is this? 8 years? What is this? 8 years?
Has it been that long?
Something like that. Yeah. So it's cool. So hey, what's up, everybody? Shane's in here, the mod. We got Vance, Electric Banana, Mempho, Metal Theologian's in here. I don't want to miss any, but now I got to go back through and say everybody that's in. Michael Cron's in here. Shane, okay. Who else? I'm missing people. That's all right. I'm just Aaron Griffin's in the Top Shot. Come on, folks.
Nightbot's here.
Come on. Is Nightbot up in this mug? Because Nightbot will get aggressive with somebody. Look at here. Boom. Since Aaron Griffin's in the chat, the Top Shot of the Grown Man Record Night legacy. Folks, feel free. Be sure if you want a Grown Man Record Night T-shirt, a coffee mug, record tote bag, be sure to check out this link for merch. We just get like a little. This is not like a money grab thing. This is so people can like rock our shit if you want to.
Right.
We get a couple of bucks off of like a shirt. You know what I mean? It's like a little bitty thing. So I'm about to pick that up. I don't want to pick that up yet. But anyway, get you some merch. Rep the brand, brah. Come on, brah.
You got all the merch?
I don't have any of it, but I got that. I got that right there. I got this icy shit right here, baby. And I got a super low carb Yingling beer we're trying tonight. The Yingling Flight. 2.6 grams of carbs.
It's all right.
AZ mix up in this mug, baby.
I'm not a big Yingling fan.
It didn't taste like, it tastes like skunked Corona to me. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not mad at it necessarily. But I've been drinking a lot of seltzers. I was like, yeah, it'd be nice to have some beers around, if for nothing else, when you eat like a sandwich or want to eat you some wings or something.
Yeah.
I would say seltzers and stuff don't go with wings and stuff, but they do.
Do you have wings on National Wing Day?
When was that?
think it was Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday.
I don't watch the news, so I wouldn't know when that is.
It was also lasagna. I made spinach lasagna.
That's a lot of carbs, Steve. I'm gonna be honest with you. Be honest with you. That's a lot of carbs.
It was really good.
But yeah, we got the play. Don't forget about the good. Thank you, Shane. That's why you're the mod, baby. Mentioned in the playlist, there is a Grown Man Record Night Spotify playlist, which it doesn't seem to be coming up for whatever reason, maybe. But be sure to check that out. I spent a lot of hours and then collaborated with Steve and Jay to put the right music on there. It's only stuff we play on the show on vinyl. You can find that on Spotify. Let me try it. Let me try it, Shane. I can spell. I told you. See if that works. There it is. Man, it doesn't like you, dude. I think it's because it's a Twitch thing. Speaking of which, you folks, if you're not following us on Twitch, we'd appreciate you doing so. Won't cost you nothing to follow us. So go on over there and give us a follow. That's where we play all the music before and after the show. If you notice, this is the second week in a row we've at least started a little bit early tonight. Last week had a thing going on Saturday, so we started pretty early, and it was fun. And we noticed that we had a lot of the same people and about the same volume of people watching. But the difference was, which was good, that was key. Mm-hmm. But the second thing was when we finished the show and went back over to Twitch to play a couple of record albums, more people came over to Twitch because it wasn't 2 o'clock in the freaking morning.
Right.
So, you know, we only usually have a couple because a lot of you guys don't stay up super late. Now, I mean, I feel you. But
your wife might not let you stay up.
That's very true. So, but it was cool to see more people come over after the show. So I was like, hey, why don't we try to do this little early thing a little more often, or let's try it this week. We weren't under pressure to do it tonight. We don't have to go to bed, but it was nice to get started. We started about 11:40, 11:30 something. Beat Stylist, Sean the man. What's going on, dude? Sean, did you see my ice, man? You appreciate my ice. That's just for you, dude. Yeah, that's what I've been spending all this money on.
You have a new album coming out or something like that?
Sean's been working with some pretty high level folks now. Some really great dance tracks coming out. But what was I gonna say? Got the merch down.
Yeah.
I teased Dig of the Week. What are we doing? So to speak. Tell us what we're doing, so to speak, Steve.
A couple things.
Okay.
We're going to, in addition to a soda, there's something I brought back from Guatemala that we're going to incorporate into So to Speak.
It's pronounced chlamydia.
As well as some news that I discovered in the news rundown.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, there you go. One of the major soda makers is
branching out. Sean, that's what the second thing I mentioned was a grill. I need a grill anyway, so I want to get like a nice grill to match the ice. You know what I mean?
You need one.
Feels only natural. Luke's Grooves. Hey, what's going on, baby? If you guys didn't check this out, what I found down here. I'm gonna point to it.
Should I zoom in on it?
No, I don't want to. Don't fart around with it. But right below here, that's my Ben Jones autograph. Cooter from Dukes of Hazzard, and you can see at the top, to Mike, a good old boy, Cooter, Ben Jones. This is the one, I taped that picture at the top, and the bottom there's a picture of Ben Jones from like the credits of the show. Yep.
Oh, it's taped.
And I taped him on a piece of paper, and I went up to get his autograph because he was at the TV station we work at. And I was like, "Hey, Mr. Jones, would you mind signing it? I'm a big fan of yours.
Yes,
I've been watching you for a long time." And he looked at the piece of paper. I had the 2 pictures from the internet cut out, and then I taped it onto one of them. And he's like, "Where'd you get this?" I was like, "Oh, I printed it off the internet." And he goes, "Internet? How about that?" I'll never forget it as long as I live. Ben Jones saying, "Internet?
How about that?"
How about that?" That was one of the greatest moments of my life. Some girls fell down, as in life, right? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
the Stones album cover.
Sean says
Some-
yeah, but I don't know what I said.
Oh.
As in life, I threw that in there like I knew
I was
something.
trying to explain that.
Steve's glasses match your shirt. Yeah, look at that.
Match your shirt. We should
Your
trade,
shirt.
Trade glasses. No, my glasses match your shirt.
Oh, I don't need little round ones. That's why I wear big ones. I got a big ass head.
What would you look like with them?
Froggy from Our Gang. Are you big? Are you big Our?
Get it close up.
Are you big Art? Are you a big Our Gang guy, Steve? Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely daughter.
Ain't bad.
That's not bad. They're not quite dark enough. Ah, there we go. Whew. Yeah. All right. What are we doing?
Whatever you want to do.
Chip chat. What are we gonna do for chip chat? Got a little something lined up. We got a little
Got
something
any
lined up.
news to talk about?
I do have some news. This is the place you come for music news, and this week is no exception, Steve.
Okay.
You know, we talked about, and I posted this in the Discord. If you guys aren't in our Discord, you probably should be. We talked several times on this program about Mort Garson's Plantasia record. This weirdo guy that made this record for Plants.
Oh yeah. Electronic.
Oh yeah, who died? Everybody wants to know who died. But no, this. Let me give you a little graphic. Give you a little graphic. Weekly stills. I'm going to go up to here. Click on that. Boom. There's old Mort.
Herman Cain died.
No, that's not in our news. Early electronic albums. Didn't you hear Black Mass and the Unexplained are being reissued alongside a compilation of previously unreleased music called Music from Patchcord Productions. It's coming on Sacred Bones Records this November. Now I checked out, Sacred Bones is an album of supernatural electronics. Black Mass was first released in '71 under Garson's Lucifer moniker, which is the stuff I listened to today,
I did
and
too.
it is bonkers.
It is really good.
It's really good. It's really good, and it's really bonkers.
Dark.
So a lot of this, I know him, like most people know him from the Plantasia record. If you're interested in that early electronic kind of sounding stuff, the Moog sounding stuff, it's pretty driving, it's pretty creepy. That Lucifer track I listened to, I had headphones on, and he was ping-ponging the pans back and forth. So if you're like in the right place, man, you put this headphones on, it was bonkers. So it's something,
It
you know.
is Moog. I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of it is Moog.
yeah, a lot of Moog, a lot of, I don't know what else, but probably Moog. It's all modular synth at least. Analog modular synth, if you will, please. But I found that out and posted that in the Discord this week. Or did Shane post it? Did I post it? Did Shane post it? Maybe somebody else. Shane, did you post that? Hello? Come on. You guys like Kasami Washington? We talked about Kasami on the program several times before. Modern jazz saxophonist that's kind of a throwback, man. He dresses weird. So he kind of dresses like Sun Ra in a way, but sounds a little more like Coltrane, I think. It just has like a good classical jazz vibe to him for being a modern player, and really interested in the stuff that he's released in the last few years. This record right here is a collaboration with Robert Glasper and Terrence Martin and Ninth Wonder. It's called Dinner Party. It's going to be released on Empire this September. But so this it's kind of hip hoppy and vibey with jazz. There's a little bit of vocals on it. Drawn on soul jazz hip hop, the album features Martin Washington on sax, Glasper on keys, and Ninth Wonder on production, plus collaborations from Chicago singer Felix. That's Felix.
Probably Felix.
Felix. So it's it kind of blurs lines. So it's got kind of a hip hoppy vibe. There's not like rapping on it. There's kind of like soul singing over hip hop beats, like beat making, jazz saxophone.
Mm-hmm.
I sampled a couple of tracks. It's fantastic, man. It's really something to look out for. What's going on in there? You looked interested.
He's playing with a toy or something that's on the floor.
Gotcha.
Maybe a mouse.
Well, anyway. I'm losing my voice already.
You know, we didn't play Fleetwood Mac tonight.
We didn't. We should have. I've got some stuff by Peter Green. Not a lot, though.
Got a good bit, but not all of it.
That's my favorite stuff. by far. I mean, I love, you know, Stevie Nicks stuff, but in a different kind of way. You know.
Right.
To me, it's almost like two different bands, you
It
know.
is.
But you know, I try to, when I'm pulling this stuff that's this is coming into stuff that's was released today, and I try to not only focus on, because I do focus on stuff that I know people that religiously watch the show. I kind of get a vibe of some of the stuff you guys, and there's some metal guys out there, there's some psych guys, kind of the indie college rock alternative kind of vibe, grungy kind of stuff. So it's not all heavy. It's not, and it's jazz. Jazz is kind of a common vibe. The funky stuff, you know, we play on record night, that's kind of a common vibe. So I have a pretty good feel for the types of people that watch the show.
Right.
In general, not everybody. And for us, so it's not just that, but stuff that we like. But I've also this year made a concerted effort to like look for things that were a little bit left of center and was somebody I'd never heard of. So I've tried to give some of that stuff a listen and pull it into the mix when I can. This is one of those examples. It's a group or a guy called Captain Planet. The name of the record is No Visa. I saw this and I just like on kind of a hunch clicked on it. This came out today. I think it may have, it's weird. You can never tell when things really come out now because things get delayed because of COVID.
It's like I think I've heard that name, but that's from the TBS
The cartoon, yeah. That maybe that's why I clicked on it, to be honest with you. But this guy, he's a globe-trotting beat maestro, and it's he's kind of like a beat maker producer guy, but has a lot of South American vibes on this. So you get this like almost like Jamaican kind of stuff at times, but also like South American tribal sounding stuff. It's almost like lo-fi hip hop at times. I'll give you what it says here. It's Bastard Jazz is who releases this. His trademark gumbo funk sound mixes rhythms and musical styles from the Caribbean, Latin America, the Middle East, and Africa over highly danceable electronic beats, all firmly rooted in the hip-hop, dancehall, and house music that the Captain grew up playing as a DJ. Bounces from Brazilian funk to Afrobeat to roots reggae, Latin house. It's really kind of a sleeper, something that you need to just pop in. It's good vibe music. You throw in a barbecue outside, summertime, sun setting, cold drink.
We should do a barbecue tomorrow.
Wah. That's kind of that vibe. It really does vibe on that. Memphis said, I think Fleetwood Mac changed their name when Buckingham Nicks entered. Now they would have been more. Yeah. Yeah, you like that, Sean? It's good stuff, man. That's a good little thing. I was kind of stoked to like, and it's always for somebody, you know, it's like stump the stumpers. Because I know some of you guys are down the middle classic rock guys and, you know, hardcore Beatles and Zeppelin and Floyd collectors and whatever. Some of you only listen to bands that nobody else has any fucking idea who they are. And some of you guys are a mix of that. So it's awesome to find something I'm like, okay, now here's a record.
Did you listen to it?
I did. It's fantastic. This is a record I'm like, okay, I bet none of you guys have heard this.
What did it sound like?
Just what I said. It's kind of like
What did you say?
South of. Were you on your phone, Steve?
I was not on my
Okay,
phone.
it really sounds like you're on
But
the
I
phone.
was, I was thinking of what we're doing next.
What are we doing
I
next?
think we should do a shot for Peter Green.
Well, Peter Green, PG, PG 13.
If you're at home,
Grab your beverage,
get
everybody.
you something and raise a glass for one of the innovative early.
Now, I'll tell you, folks, if you want to get in on this marble game, we got a little marble game going here in a few minutes. Get stretched out. I'm not kidding. It's tight.
There's a documentary on Quibi. How do you say that? Quibi. That network you tuned me to.
Oh, Tubi.
Tubi. Yeah, Tubi. Sorry.
A documentary about Tubi?
It's Fleetwood Mac, but it's funny because the intro I just watched the trailer and it was all the early guys.
Is it one of those where the band is not in it?
I don't know yet.
There's
I haven't
tons of those
I haven't
on
watched
there.
it, but it was like Peter Green, Danny Kerwin, all the early guys.
Yeah.
And then it jumps to Stevie Nicks and
Oh.
Lindsey Buckingham. They totally. If you're Bob Welch or you're that, I don't know who that guy is that does that one album.
There's one I can't because there's great stuff.
I have the album.
There's
but
great stuff on there like that. Those Tangerine Dream shows,
Yeah.
or was it Kraftwerk?
It was-
Tangerine
it
Dream.
was Tangerine Dream.
And then,
in,
but
in the
there's
chapel.
Yeah, yeah. But there's also stuff that's like, oh, it's a Black Sabbath documentary, but like
No.
literally nobody from the band is interviewed. It's like,
There's good and bad on Tubi.
yeah, but it's free, so who cares?
So
Cheers, everybody.
There's like 10 documentaries about the Rolling Stones.
Love you guys, bro. Actually-
I should have taken the Zen out.
Actually, some of you guys are hand jobs. I'll be honest.
That's a fresh lime.
Yeah, it tastes like my sister that died of MS.
Wow.
Well,
PG.
well, PG-13. God bless you. What else we got here?
I didn't bring any news, I don't think.
I do. I just got to find it. Limited edition. Oh, check this out. I think I was going to finish off with this. This is actually. I was super stoked about this, man, because this stuff didn't come out anymore. Boom. Corrosion of Conformity. North Carolina band. Told this story before. The drummer Reed Mullen, who recently passed, his sister taught at my high school, which was bonkers. And I'm not as familiar with this as I am Blind or Deliverance. But this is, let me give a little info. This 1996 record, second and final album for the label. Comes from a novel. Metallica's lead vocalist provides voice as backup. Oh, James Hetfield's on this. But I actually looked this up. This got some critical acclaim. This is a pretty limited pressing, and I looked it up on Amazon. It was like going for $56, man. I don't know if it was. I don't know. Maybe that was a mistake. But you know how Amazon is. Amazon and eBay when it comes to like. But
Whatever someone's willing.
I
to pay.
wish all of that Corrosion of Conformity stuff would get reissued. Blind and Deliverance are such kick-ass records, and I'm sure this one is too, because it's like just a year or two after that. But Jesus, man, those two were just seminal, and I'd love to go be able to pick up, you know, a $22 reissue of Deliverance or something. You know, that'd be great. But anyway, dude. What is this? Oh, you remember this? For some of our site guys out here, the band Man,
No.
Revelation. This is the self-titled, no, not self-titled, the first release from Man. Real Gone Music has put this out. It's this Overlook's late 60s gem. It's the first ever reissue of this, which is why it kind of grabbed my attention. I've heard of Man before. This is reissued in a flip-back album jacket that mimics the original Pie label packaging. Purple vinyl, pressed limited to 1,000 copies. Wow, we're even showing this. Holy Lord. So good luck getting that. But I've heard I've listened to that band on some site comps and stuff before, but I don't know that first
I thought
record.
that was a real fun photo shoot.
Yeah, I bet so. Just wieners flying all over the place. Speaking of wieners, actually, I don't know why I said that. For our metal guys out here, Merciful Fate, which we love some Merciful Fate here. It's a limited black and white color LP pressing, includes digital download. Nuns Have Fun's the name of the record, if you didn't see that. The first official release from Danish black metal band Merciful Fate. It's a 4-track, 45 RPM effort, recorded and mixed at Stone Studios 2 days in September of '82. Pretty crazy. Never listened to this before, but like Merciful Fate, they got some good stuff. You like rock, Steve? You a rock guy?
I like rock.
Somebody told me you was a rock guy.
I don't know if I would buy Merciful Fate.
I mean, I would. I know some of the. See, that's a good example of. I love that. I love that. I love that band. But there's some people that watch.
I might buy it for the tits on the cover.
Right, and I would buy it used. If I show up and they have that for $15 used somewhere, I'm probably going to buy it. But some of the people that watch our program would probably go out and buy that lickety split right off the bat.
Sure.
So that's I just kind of
I can appreciate
I felt that out as something that people that watch the program would enjoy.
I'll tell you one thing I haven't jumped to buy. because
A weed eater?
No, these Steven Wilson.
You a weed whipper guy, Steve?
These reissues of the King Crimson early albums, remixed by Steven Wilson.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they're tremendous. I'm sure they're bonkers tremendous. But I mean, I have the albums, and I'm just not gonna jump on it. You know?
That, I mean, I've talked
as
about
much
this.
as I love Steven Wilson, as much as I love King Crimson, two of my favorite all-time artists. You know, it's like, well, one day.
I've talked about this recently, and it's something that record collecting has, try that out, Steve. It's kind of stuck in my crawl is high-priced reissues kind of stick in my crawl a little bit. I don't know. I just don't like them. I don't like them. Now, I bought that Moving Sidewalks last week.
I like them.
But the reason I bought that is because I'm never going to find a original copy of that. And there's no just like cheapo, like bang reissue of that. It's a nice deluxe. It's got demos. I don't like demos and unreleased tracks and stuff like that. Unless it's my favorite band on the fucking planet. I'm not a guy that buys that kind of stuff. But, you know, certain Nirvana stuff, I would maybe go that direction.
I mean,
Because that was my Beatles.
I've
I mean,
done that
you
a
know.
number of times, especially with the Beatles and Led Zeppelin. And it's like, I like to hear what they did. You know, it's like, not in addition to what they put, the final product. It's like,
Yeah.
you hear the Escher demos, you're like, oh, well, these are the,
Well-
this is when they came and sat down and kind of showed it off.
Riddle me this. Now, that's the kind of stuff I love, the Smile Sessions from the Beach Boys. And the other disc that has all that, like, weird off-track stuff that they did is really cool.
Right.
That's not vinyl cool to me. I'm not going to
No,
put that...
no.
See, that's the difference. I don't want to hear demos without singing on a Zeppelin record and put it on the turntable and jam out to
Well,
it.
I'll do that.
I want to hear them, like on a, you know, something.
It's probably because I've immersed myself so deeply into Led Zeppelin
Yeah.
that it comes natural.
But
to
there's
me
a lot of those
to
even
do
bigger,
something like
even
that.
those bigger bands. While we're chilling, I don't want to hear that kind of stuff. If I'm going to pay for now unreleased tracks, all day long. That's what, like the Moving Sidewalks. There were a lot of unreleased tracks. Now I can get down with that, but like seeing this, what almost turned me off that Moving Sidewalks is the last side. It has like 2 songs on it where they do like 2 or 3 versions of the same song 2 or 3 different times.
Right. Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like that, and the only way I could let them get away with it was the
That's boring.
it was the last. It was side 4. All the other stuff was stuff I'd never really heard before. Okay, I'm cool with that, but I don't know. I'm a cheap bastard when it comes to stuff like. Some people want to buy everything that everybody owns. Okay. Whatever. I'm cool with that, but I don't know. I'm a cheap. Do I really sound like Kermit the Frog? Some people want to buy everything that everybody.
No, I'm just making sure you don't have that
I think-
that tone in there yet.
I think I kind of sound like Kermit the Frog.
Kermit
No
the
music.
Frog.
Thank you, Michael Cron. You didn't even say it, Steve.
I didn't hear it.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about
I
over
wasn't
here.
listening for that. I was worried about.
It should be.
I'm
It should be going.
I'm more worried about the signal.
It's going, Mike. It's going.
It's a quiet moment.
All right. But it was a lower point of the track. Should we get into what we played? WWP,
I barely hear some music.
but it's starting out. It's a low.
Okay,
Now
then,
it's
bud.
bumping. Now it's bumping.
Okay, buddy.
Oh no! Nobody give dynamics of music any kind of chance. No, it cut off. Cut off. No, I want people to be that agile, quick-witted, spry. Could I say spry in this
I think
situation?
you should.
Like Michael Cron being so spry in the chat to know that, you know,
He's like a lemur.
he's like a lemur. I don't like how this look. I don't like seeing that little corner. I like cutting it off from the world.
I will say you have a very nice backyard.
Yeah, I got a backyard. It's vertical though.
I peed in it last week. No, it's very nice. A lot of space. There's a huge oak tree that's probably 1,000 years old.
I think it's an elm. Is that an
honest.
oak?
Oh,
Or
it's an
a,
elm?
Oh, maybe it's a pin oak.
It's a pin oak.
It's a pin oak.
It's a pin oak. It's a massive tree. You say it's probably the biggest tree in your neighborhood?
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Dig my grave on a snow white hill. Cover me over with sod.
What inspired that?
I don't know. The tree? A hill. I got a hill.
One Tree Hill. Don't you have your antenna on top of that tree?
No, it blew down. Cameraman developed it. Had a 4x4 with tension, like
Yeah.
guy wire. They're called guy wires for you guys in the industry. And we had an ice storm, and it's like I think it's kaput. Need a new antenna. You know, Chris from Dixieland Farm is a ham.
He is.
He's a good ham. I don't remember his call. I don't remember his call sign.
It's good to know a good ham.
My call sign's KK4COM. That's Kilo 4 Charlie Oscar Mike. If anybody wants to look me up on QRZ.
What about cameraman?
Cameraman is Kilo 4 Charlie Oscar Lima.
That's pretty close to yours. Lima
Yeah.
and Metro, what?
Mike. That was
Mike-
random.
Mike is yours?
Yeah.
MIC?
M-I-C-K.
Okay.
I mean, no.
That's
M-I-K-E.
Mick.
M-I-K-E. No, it's Mike. That's the phonetic for M.
Okay.
KK4COM.
So M is Mike.
Yes.
M is the Mike.
Yes.
Okay.
Kilo 4 Charlie Oscar Mike.
Okay. And Lima? Lemur? What?
KK4COL.
Is Lima?
Lima. Yeah.
Is that a word?
You guys like these phonetics lessons? Yeah, you like a Lima bean, don't you, Steve?
I call it Lima.
I like a nice Lima bean, deep
I enjoy a
deep into the summer. You nice,
I
like a
enjoy a
nice
good
bean. I like a good
lima
bean.
bean.
I don't like any beans. I'll be honest. That was a bit because I don't like any beans because of carbs.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Exactly. You want to look like Jesus Christ? Don't fuck with carbs. End of story. What are we even talking about here? Nice.
He was a fish man.
He was a fisherman. Yeah, he was a fisher of men. He's a flick check guy, I'm pretty sure. You want to fish that
Was
first
he gay?
that first drop off
He was a fisher of men.
when you go from about 10 to 18 feet of water.
Yeah.
You fish that first drop off and just pull that worm off that first drop. Let it fall on a slack line and kind of walk it back down, and then there it is. Boom.
That's the secret.
That's the secret.
What about surf fishing?
Boatman, professional surfcaster. Please don't get me started on that. Don't. I had a great. I tried to play stuff tonight that we hadn't played the piss out of recently. Now you were thinking the same thing, Steve.
Probably so.
We've not even given away our dig of the week secret now. Oh, we got something coming. Don't ever. It's not something we ever done. Some of you are going to be like, oh, it's bullshit when you get to it. But you know what? I don't care. My program. These command records, we love them here. Persuasive Percussion. This is a Terry Snyder joint in the All Stars, Volume 2.
Terry Snyder did a lot of those.
He's on a lot of these. I love the command card stock, the command
All Stars. And
the
I like
command
maybe
gatefolds.
some cool art of some drums.
These records hold up, man. We beat the shit out of these records, and even when I got them, like, you know, this didn't come from a record store. None of the command records I own come from a record store. It's all like digging spots or Goodwills. A lot of people had those tiki hi-fi type records back in the day. You just kept them with your records. And speaking of Chris, I know Chris is a big fan of those records. In fact, I've got one put back to give to him that I've never done because I'm just a slack-ass MFer. I really need to do that. Oh, Nev said to line at Sheets. Dude, give me some cheese curds, brah. Run them over here. I got you back. I mean, payday, but I get you back. This is the first, speaking of stuff we don't play, it was fresh in my mind, nice and sober early. Play some stuff you don't normally play, dude. So I pulled out this Uriah Heep. You know, I like Uriah Heep. This is High and Mighty, 76, I believe this is. I don't know, man. I love some of that early Uriah Heep. This is a cool cover. And it's got its moments. Where do you fall on some of this later Uriah Heep, Steve?
It's certainly not as good as the early stuff.
Folks, leave a comment here. Where do you fall on this? The later Uriah Heep. I want to love it because the covers are dope and like I love Uriah Heep stuff. But some of the other stuff, there's one that's got like a woman with a tiger or something on it.
Yeah.
I traded it to Jay for like a Zappa
That
record.
was disappointing, I remember.
It's just disappointing for the name, I think. Maybe if he's told me this is Billy and the Wailers or something, I'd be like, oh, that's a cool record.
Is John Wetton, is he on that album?
Put me on
He
the
was
spot,
on there
Steve.
shortly.
No. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Is
I'm
he?
sorry, bro. John Wetton is on this record. It's decent. I didn't put sucks donkey dick. Yeah. It's not. I don't know. If you pick that up for a bucket of Goodwill, that's where you want to be on this. I wouldn't go spend money on these, I don't think. Yeah, it's just kind of like meh. Something I wanted to play a little early because it's stuff I like, but later in the Grown Man Record Night evening, it just doesn't play too well. The fact that it's too slow sometimes, and I mean, I don't have to sell this cat on you guys as Bill Evans. This is Bill Evans at Town Hall, recorded in February 21, 1966. It's got the cool little hype sticker on it. All new. That's actually a sticker. All new first concert recording. And yeah, Demons is badass. This is the black and silver Verve. It's in terrific shape. I don't know where I got this. I didn't pay much for it, I'm sure. And that's my favorite label. And this is one of those. Oh my God, this feels like it's never been. Let's see if you guys can hear this. Everybody, shut up, shut up. That's like never been opened. You can hear it go. That's how nice that is. Pretty sweet, man. I love that label. I love Bill Evans. Bill Evans is kind of.
Oh.
Bill Evans is almost like a Keith Jarrett, but better in the fact that it's terrific music. That is a Goodwill. I'll see the sticker. It's terrific music, but it's not something that necessarily always fits with Grown Man Record Night. Because we're bumping, we're partying, we're hanging out. You don't put on Brian Eno ambient records and fucking hang out and party. You know what I mean? As much as I love the Brian Eno ambient records, they're not party records. Record Night is about a party. There's Sunday morning coffee records, and there's Saturday night, check this weird shit out. But for Fridays, we try to keep it even keel. I like that term. You know, we're going to get Carl on the show tonight to do a phoner about the hurricane that's coming. What's the name of the hurricane, Steve?
Acaias.
Acaias. I like the acai berry. But it's going to be aimed toward Carl the Envelope's location. Wilmington, North Carolina.
Well, right now they say the models change all the time.
Of course. I'm a European model guy when it comes to hurricanes.
European models are usually more accurate.
That's why I said it, Steve. But I was going to get Carl to call in. He said, oh, fuck off. I got stuff to do tomorrow. He said, I'm going to be in bed by 10, 11 o'clock. I was like, all right, well, you know. I said, are you getting ready? He's helping a bunch of other people prepare their boats. Because remember, Carl is living on the boat now.
Yeah.
So he's not in a house. He's in a boat living through a hurricane. You guys keep that in mind when you're tossing out your tots and pears.
I mean, I even made an open for a phoner with Carl, but we're not calling him.
No, I got the classic like Carl, like, oh, fuck off, dude. I got to get up in the morning. All right, whoa. Let's do, and this one, you came in, Steve, and talked about all your nasty business. What's all this nasty business?
I just grabbed the Sacramonte album. I hadn't played this in a long time.
I thought, as soon as I was like, I don't really remember this, then I thought like, I bet you Steve showed this as Dig of the Week like 2 weeks ago. And I'm going to be like,
No,
what's this record?
It was a long time ago.
Who's the... But
it's on TP Records, I believe.
If you told me this was a 1974 like hard and heavy record, I'd buy it.
Blue
Oh
vinyl.
yeah, I didn't do that. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice, dude.
I believe they're from Santiago, San Diego.
Oh, no, not Santiago, Chile.
No.
I feel like some of that was kind of a mistake.
I think this album was originally made in 2007
Okay.
and has a really cool
Oh, cameraman's in the house.
kind of psych stoner vibe to it.
Yeah, it really did. And I'll tell you, you've pulled a couple of these out recently of bands that, bands of that genre rarely slip by my, I mean, I'm in touch with stuff coming out of Mexico, South America, Greece. There's a lot of good stuff coming out of Greece and Sweden. And so I don't miss Stoner Doom stuff very often, but you've pulled a couple recently that have totally slipped me by. Totally.
Cool.
I've been thinking about this record all week, and boy, is she tired. What? It's this James Brown record called Plays New Breed in the Boogaloo. It's got a little hype sticker on it. What's it say? Oh, he's full color portrait of James Brown, suitable for framing, included inside. I don't see that. I don't see the full color portrait.
You should get your money back.
But this is, I bought this at a digging spot for, what, I think $2. Yep, $2 up there.
I know where you got that.
Yeah. Before everything was $3 there. But I saw a James Brown record for $2. It's on Smash Records. And I was like, dude, I'm all about this. And this is fairly early in the collecting days. So I brought the record back here and we start playing it. And I'm like, there's no singing on this record.
Right.
I think James Brown's on the keys.
Mm-hmm. On the
And
organ.
it's like just a jammin', funky, instrumental soul record
Right.
that is kick-ass and funky soul.
It's definitely a lower, slower tempo than you're used
Yeah,
to with James
but
Brown.
still, you see that. Let's go to the backside here. Let me take it to the bridge real quick. You see him all over this, but not. I was pretty surprised when I brought this one back and played it. There's no, all over this at all. Yeah. But yeah, if James Brown is on a record, I'm going to play it. I mean, I'm going to buy it. Unless it's, more than $4, and then we got to talk about it.
Right.
Steve, you brought this record album over here. Now let me tell you something about this. I'm a little jelly of this one here now. Sonic Youth Evolve, and this is not a reissue. This is an
No,
OG.
it's SST.
SST, like, oh man, when 86? Man,
Great shape.
it is. It's one I've got digitally. I've owned this. I've listened to this for many years. Don't own it on vinyl. It's kick-ass. You played it tonight. I was very happy to hear
Good
that.
picture on the back too.
Yeah, that's a great, and that kind of goes. That's not a Sonic Youth that I grew up, quote unquote, listening to, or one of the go-to Sonic Youth records for me. That's not one of them. But man, what a kick-ass record! Think about making frames. Been out in the shop all day. You making sparks out there, cameraman? That's what we call a transition in the business. I don't know what kind of stupid industry you guys work in, but we work in television. Fuzzy, get a grip over there now. Steve, tell me about this record album you pulled out for this. No?
Well, going from Sonic Youth, which was, beautiful noise
Yeah.
in a lot of ways, decided I wanted to play what I thought was, in my college days, the best sounding album of the time. It just, sonically, it's a
Well,
beautiful.
for somebody who's like a generation behind, what was the buzz about Roxy Music? Like, what was their thing? I mean, I know a lot of people throw the like glam stuff around. I wouldn't say they're glam at all. Maybe I'm getting
Maybe early on.
maybe early.
Yeah.
Jay took off, man.
Yeah, he had a long, long day. What year was this album? I want to say it was like 82. Yeah, 1982. This is Avalon, which is...
Oh, it's that late?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I really like this.
just a great record, and it's so well made.
It almost has this kind of 80s synth pop vibe with a little proggy goodness thrown on top of it.
Right.
There's elements of a lot of things that I like this record on this record.
Produced by Rhett Davies.
Rhett-
Engineered by Rhett Davies.
Rhett Davies?
Rhett Davies.
You're making that up.
I'm just reading it. But great record that I loved back in the day, and I bought it way back when.
Speaking of the dig of the week from last week, this Moving Sidewalks, I know we played side one last week after the show over on the Twitch channel. Boom. See how I did that, Steve? That was pretty quick.
Kind of watching.
That's pretty quick. But we went over and listened to side one of this after the show, but I wasn't going to go 2 weeks in a row without, I wasn't going to go the net.
What?
I was going to play some this week too. So we played side two tonight of this double LP of the Moving Sidewalks, and it's still impressing as we speak. I still hadn't listened to, even off air, I hadn't listened to side 3 and 4 at all. Everything
That's the earlier band, before Moving Sidewalks.
the what side 3 and
Yeah, I think so.
the Coachman.
The Coachman.
Yeah. So side 1 was the LP. Is side 1 and the 1 and 2 is the Flash, which is the Tantra recording. Yeah. So we listened to the full LP tonight, or we listened to side 1 last week, side 2 tonight. So we've listened to the initial one so far, and everything else is going to be bonus stuff moving forward. But man, Noble Records. Noble Records. I talked about this, Dylan, last week. You know where let me see that, Steve. You know where I bought this this reissue? I bought this reissue at King Records, dude. And Jerry at King Records told me about somebody from the Charlotte region that came up and bought this nice, crispy OG that he had. And he mentioned your name, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a minute now. It's like, I know this dude. I know this dude. And he said it was a pretty good copy, man. But I was stoked to pick up a reissue because this, I mean, like I said before, like this is not, I'm not a reissue guy for a lot of things, but like, I'm not, you know, I know Zeke the Vinyl Geek has shown one on our show before and goes for a lot of money and like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. But it was cool because Jerry mentioned your name and I'm like, dude, I know that dude, man, dude, I know that dude, I know that dude. I was like, well, no cooler cat could have got the OG than fucking Dylan. So there we go. And I was like, have you seen that dude's collection? It's nuts, man. It's nuts. Yeah, Metal Theologian, you got something from Jerry, didn't you? Yeah, dude. Let me give you a little inside info. Jerry's store, King Records, is literally like like a block.
Less than a mile.
Less than a mile from this
That takes
studio,
half a
dude.
mile.
It's like a half a mile from here. You like go out of my neighborhood and go yoink, yoink, and that's where King Records is, which is nuts. I mean, I could drunk walk up there if I wanted to, which would be a bad idea for record purchasing, because Jerry gets some good stuff in there, you know. Steve, you pulled this record album out. I mean, it's no surprise to anybody, but still a great record to listen to. Rolling Stones' Beggar's Banquet. Anything special about this pressing or anything weird?
No, it's the U.S. pressing.
US, okay,
1968 on London. Great record. It's like I don't like I said, I don't these records. A lot of these records I brought, I haven't played a lot, and I haven't played much on the show.
Yeah. Been trying to do that, man. I've been
A lot of
trying to
people
do it.
mark this as their turning point when they really started, you know, hitting on all cylinders, basically. Because I think after this was Let It Bleed.
Yeah.
This is a really good record.
I
And
don't.
I should listen to it more often. They
I-
they were kind of returning to some of the roots of the blues rock.
Yo, wait a minute. I'm sorry, Steve, to interrupt. Luke's Grooves said me and your bro brought a Flash reissue from Dylan at Noble a couple weeks ago. Are you from Georgia, Luke? I'm just hold on. But anyway,
I think this is the last album that Brian Jones. I mean, I think there's a couple songs he played on Let It Bleed, but this was basically it for him. And he's on a lot of the tracks, but he didn't show up at many of the recordings and would come in and bring a sitar and say, "I want to play this on like a blues song." And
I have never in my life made a bigger 180 on a band ever. Two are pretty close. Rolling Stones and Grateful Dead. I would say Rolling Stones. Yeah, I've heard about you, dude. Your reputation precedes you.
Grateful Dead and Rolling Stones.
I hated the Rolling Stones for so long, and now I can't understand why I felt that way. The Grateful Dead, at least I understand, because I think what turned me off of the Grateful Dead
Might have been all the people.
was their fans.
Yeah.
And people be like, "Bo, you ever like fucking? You ever went to a Dead show and like, oh fucking?" I'm like, "Dude, you're irritating. Get off me." But the Stones, maybe it was just Mick Jagger. He was a little too big of a personality for me, maybe. He wrote coming up. But now that I'm older, I'm like, what's wrong with you, dude? The Stones, especially early Stones. Now that I'm older, I'm like, it's fantastic. Oh, Steve's on his phone.
I was just checking the audio, fucker.
Sometimes you think if you're not in the South, half of the show goes by you. I'm telling you, the biggest compliment we've ever got, Bo, Earhead 6, early on in the record night days, were like, "I detect a very distinct Mid-South wrestling vibe to this show." And I'm like, dude, if you don't know how much of a compliment that
The
is,
camera
man.
was focusing on me. There's a little square following me.
The square should be following me.
It should, but it's not.
Oh. Keep on keeping on. Now, Steve, tell me, Bill's box is set. Bill, where have you been, dude? Hope you're doing all right down there, bro. It's good to see you in here, man. Steve, tell me about this nonsense here now.
What is that?
Little bluegrass
Oh,
record.
that's Mike Aldridge.
Was
Yeah.
it Dig It Away from last week?
Was it last week? I think it might have been.
I think so.
Either that or the week before. Blues and Bluegrass. This is his second album.
Okay.
This is Mike Aldridge. He's a dobro player.
Tacoma Records.
One of the great dobro players of
Yeah. This was
recent
kick-ass,
history,
man.
I guess.
This is really kick-ass.
He was in the band, one of the founding members of the band Seldom Seen, which is a friend of our Randy's a friend, good friend of the program. Kind of hit me to that.
Yeah.
He's from Washington D.C. as was the band.
Very
but
cool.
This is his second solo album.
Who knew some good bluegrass from DC, man? I would probably shit on that, but I'm not going to. A Grown Man Record Night staple. Steve brought that we've not played in a little bit. Boom.
Skull Snap.
It's not an OG. It's a reissue, but oh baby, the tracks on this record, man.
Very good.
Nothing says record night like some tracks off of a Skull Snaps record. Oh my God. That's vertical GF. Can we start using GF for
It's funny
gatefold?
because the label's GCF, GSF.
G, no, GTE. Remember that commercial? No, I don't care.
No. We listen to side 2, which has "I'm Your Pimp," which is one of Boss Man's.
I was going to say, it always reminds me of Boss Man. I thought this was, when you pulled this out, I thought it was my Boris Heavy Rocks record, but it's blue, not purple. But it's kind of got that same kind of vibe going. What is this, Steve?
Titan.
Titan.
Yeah.
Titan, I have a Titan
You
record.
do have a Titan.
It's
right?
kind of a
The
prog,
greenish one.
stoner outfit. I don't know where
Yeah,
they're from.
definitely where prog and stoner come together.
Which is, I mean, there's not a whole
this is
lot of
a
that.
raining sun of light and love for you and you and you. I forget what year this was.
I don't know if that's before or after the one I have. The one I have is tan. It's got kind of almost like a geo star thing on the front
Where
of
are
it.
your readers at?
My readers? You want my readers? Steve's going to borrow my readers, everybody. I mean, I don't read readers because I'm a
Yeah, this is from 2007.
I'm a zoomer.
It's also on TP. I think that Sacramonte was on
Yeah, it
TP.
was,
This is-
actually.
This is another TP issue. Very cool.
Oh, the autograph photo just came down. Be careful with that. Don't ruin that.
I'm not.
No. Somebody Shane just let me know, as a good mod will. No, that the it came down. I'm sorry.
This is an area where things just come down.
That's what she said. I'm sorry. That's what he or she said.
Oh, now it's sideways.
We're gonna block the road sideways, and they can do one of two things. They can either ditch it or ram straight into us. Somebody name that movie. I'm gonna block the road sideways, and they got two choices. They can either ditch it or ram straight into us.
Smoking the Bandit.
You're close. That's close. That's close. That's all what we played. I think we need to get a little. You guys want to play a little marbles?
Oh yeah.
That'll give you guys time to guess that quote.
Somebody's been
Metal
train-
Theologian, Cannonball Run. There it is.
Somebody's been training marbles this week.
There it is. Zep got it. Cannonball Run. Dean Martin says that. You guys. Oh, I hadn't done this one. Hold up. Hold up. Squeeze back with chat. You guys have to type some stuff in. I got Aaron Griffin down there as the top shot. Come on. Bill got it. Come on.
Is it time to type?
Not yet.
Everybody's typing.
No type. You guys are too early. You're all going to lose. You've never seen Cannonball Run? Dude, I'll drive down there tonight. Hey, can you get some cocaine? I'll drive down to South Carolina, show Metal Theologian Cannonball Run. All right. I'll drive down there tonight, and we'll watch. Willis Jackson. All right, look. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is what we're doing. Boom. Okay. I don't know if anybody else has this little tingle in their ball sack like I just got, but I think we're about to play us a little bit of marbles.
So exclamation point.
Not
play.
yet.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I'm gonna hit random. We need to hit. I hit race.
Thought we were there already.
Random. Then we're gonna hit race. I don't know what's happening.
Not y'all.
You guys wait for
yet,
the
y'all.
cue. Oh, it's the Plinko board. So exclamation point play.
Now.
Exclamation point play.
Now.
Oh, people are voting here for some tracks. Exclamation point play. Get on in. Get a good one. Get it.
Mine didn't go through because I just sent that text.
Text. I feel like I'm having a boomer conversation here, Steve. My TV, which one is input 2? I've already hit a 2. I hit 2, it just says 2, no input. No, hit the input button. No, input 2, it just comes up 2. Oh, we got a good squad in here. We got a good squad in here.
Get in there.
I'm gonna give you 4 or 5 more. I like this Plinko board, Steve. I gotta get my pipes loosened up for this play-by-play here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit start.
There's a lot going on there.
Good luck, everybody, except for me. Just kidding. Here we go.
Why are you in the front? Wait, that looks like I'm in the
Why do you have to ask that question to me, Steve? In my own house. Boom. What do you got?
You went right through there.
I went right through everything.
Like a cheater.
We got a good race, except for I'm falling a little behind. Oh! I don't like it. Mr. Bizarro making a big pull here.
Let me hit that.
Whoa, what's going on? Restream bot. No, Mr. Bizarro's out in front. This is a good little, you know, we got the captain in there. Oh, Mr. Bizarro. Oh, no! Oh, no. Oh, no, Mr. Bizarro.
He's out.
Fever's in front. I don't like how this is playing out.
And I love it that I get my face on this.
Yeah, how do you get your face on this?
Dude, I cannot tell you.
Do you have a Steam account?
I do.
That's why.
I don't remember how to log into it.
But you have a... Whoa!
Baby.
I don't like how this is playing out, folks.
I got a,
We need somebody to come up in here and get a little busy.
Got a big lead. Got to hold it. Got to hold it.
I think I'm off the board.
Push it.
Except, it says, whoa, the captain. It says the captain's in front. I think
I must have gone off the board. I'm off the board.
you're off the board.
No, what happened?
Are you overzealous? You're overzealous, and let the mod take control. But look at this.
I thought you were off the board.
I thought you were off the board.
I'm back. Now
you're back.
Place. There's all kinds of weird shit going on.
This board is something else.
Oh, is that pearl's coming up hot?
Oh!
Baby.
Woo! Vance almost took that.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
But Steve, with the home field advantage, we'll wait for the final report,
That's
the official results.
That's my first win.
Is this your first win?
It is.
I feel like Vance is always up here. Vance is either winning or first or second, third place.
He's probably leading in the point system.
Probably so. Look at here, Steve.
Oh!
Faber. That's the first time.
Let me take a picture of that.
Okay, I'll hold it up there long enough.
Might not happen again.
All right. Michael Cron's in a funnel gunnel. We're in a low altitude funnel gunnel. Can't you see that, you dumb Swede? Yeah. Janky ass shit we got saying. Damn. Yeah. I understand, folks. I feel your pain. I'm kind of a little bit compliant in this particular type of protest.
What?
I feel like it's a little bit, I don't know. I don't know. But,
sad, you're a sorry loser.
well, yeah. Dude, my words from earlier, exactly. Put this on my tombstone. I'm not shitting around. It's never okay to lose. Ever. Ever. If I'm playing marbles with a 4-year-old, I want to fucking destroy them. It's never okay to lose. Write that down. Somebody write that down. Corky, calm it down in there, bud. All right, let's get a little dig of the week action. Now here's a little dig of the week segment that we've never done before.
We've never done it?
I got this idea from a convo. Actually, before I do this, let's get a little something to this going. You guys big paddleball fans? I get, 50's my record, I think, Steve?
That's a 6. That's,
Well, I'm sitting down behind it.
That's a little far from
Had a little 50 spot earlier.
far from 50.
But anyway, had a little convo with Mr. Bizarro a few weeks ago, and he's a big soundtrack guy, and maybe got me to thinking. We were talking about a couple of soundtracks that I had, a couple of soundtracks he had. It's like, you know what? We've never done a soundtrack dig of the week, and I think that's something for a week. It's like I'm trying to get away from doing, brand new records.
Steve Fever fan club says Steve Fever sucks.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! But we never do soundtracks.
Steve Fever hate club. Okay.
Oh wait, what do we got here? Steve Fever Hate Club.
Okay.
Oh no!
All right.
Has somebody changed their name? Steve won, Scotty. If you can't tell.
Dissension among the ranks.
But anyway, something we've never done here on the program for Dig of the Week is soundtracks. And man, we listen to quite a few soundtracks here on the show. It's not something we steer away from. And actually, both of us got some pretty decent soundtrack stuff. There's a few of these that I go back to time and time again. So it's a shame that we've not really done this. and it does kind of fill a certain void. So before we even get started, I want to hear in the chat right now, and in the if you're watching this on YouTube later, what's your favorite soundtrack? What's your like? No, it goes beyond. It goes beyond. You know, it's a favorite record is what it, but it's like that soundtrack that you're like just, you know, whether you're from when you're a kid or something that grabbed you older when you started getting all effed up or whatever, man. If you guys don't follow us on the socials, come on now. And these all end up on YouTube. You can leave your comments there if you watch it later. Phantasm, says Mr. Bizarro. Shane says call Jay and ask him about his favorite soundtracks. Jay said, this has surprised me. Jay said he had one soundtrack he didn't bring tonight. You know what the soundtrack was?
What?
DC Talk. I shit you not.
DC Talk.
Not DC Talk.
Cab.
DC Cab. DC Talk's the Christian band.
DC Cab.
DC Cab, Mr. T. Dirty, dude, when I was a kid, speaking of soundtracks, because I had a lot of these on cassettes, I was always a big soundtrack guy, you know, went to film school. Dirty Dancing, the soundtrack from Dirty Dancing, and I had the more music from Dirty Dancing. I had both soundtracks on cassette, which sounds a little, I know what it sounds like, but I like the music in that. Anyway, Singles, Heavy Metal, Escape from New York, The Warriors. Ooh, this is all good stuff. I'll do two, Steve.
Okay, how many you got?
I got probably 10, but we're gonna bust through them pretty quick. This was kind of I remember some of this is good, some of this is not. All Pulp Fiction is a fantastic one.
Yeah, that's a really good
I love that one.
I don't have it on vinyl. But
Gravity OST. This is one I kind of picked up for like maybe 50 cents in a little thrift shop. Airport. I love this cover. This like silver. Oh, Over the Edge. Dude, Sean, shut up. I love that movie, dude. That is such a great movie. Reminds me of like the bad side of Chips, like all the kids that were on Chips. It's like what they did for real. But I've never seen this movie, Airport.
oh yeah, it's good. It's when it comes to that was
I
during
did.
the era of disaster.
Disaster
films.
movies. What's the
Towering Inferno.
the pilot? Is it? It's not Leslie Nielsen, but the guy that looks like him.
No.
Maybe not.
Burt Lancaster.
Dean Martin's in
George
this.
Kennedy's in it.
Dude, Dean Martin's in this. But this is like a 50-cent dollar.
It's not Lalo Schifrin, is it? The music by.
A Ross Hunter production, it says.
Well, that's the movie produced by Alfred Newman. That's probably Randy Newman's dad.
Alfred E. Newman.
That's probably Randy Newman's dad.
But this
Because
is,
he was in the music.
there were some of these tracks that are kind of good. They've got kind of a here, set that down. Like kind of a I won't say surfy, but it's got that kind of twangy kind of vibe to it. And I kind of brought that up. This is something we mentioned just a couple of weeks ago when Ennio Morricone died.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fistful of dollars, a few dollars more. Good, the bad, and the ugly.
But it's not Ennio Morricone.
Actually, it's Hugo Montenegro.
But he's doing Ennio's.
Yeah,
music.
this is actually the one I didn't pull out the other week. There was another one over there. I actually shouldn't have pulled. But all of this spaghetti western stuff, this is also a big favorite of mine. I think that music is fantastic for chilling like any time of the week.
I think you spilled some spaghetti on it.
Now spaghetti, I'll be the boss. But also, whoa. I like making tacos to that, even though it's spaghetti western music. It's good taco.
So one of my favorite soundtracks is Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh, yeah.
from 1973, and you can find this on a lot of.
That's a dollar record
dollar
situation.
digging spots.
Yeah.
But this original, I guess this was the film. This was the film.
I think I just lost a
there's,
tooth.
There's like a Broadway album, and then there's a film album. This is the film album with Ian Gillian as Jesus, and just a lot of great music on here. Like I said, from 1973. I think we talked about it when we were doing our
Easter?
Oscar night.
Was it Oscar or Easter?
Either.
Either or. Probably over the years, both.
Yeah, really.
Metal Theologian hates Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Okay. Good
What else
enough.
you got? Do one more.
Someone mentioned this one. I love this album. This Heavy Metal, which was instrumental in my
Ooh, Death Wish 2.
my growing up. The Heavy Metal soundtrack took a long time for it to come out because there's so much like spewed over all the different labels who the artists were with. So, but that's why the movie was like people would have a copy of the movie and a copy of a copy of a
Oh,
copy
yeah.
of a copy on
You know, I was
VHS.
I was telling my mom about this recently. That actually, I was telling the kid earlier. So I pulled up the. I know you guys have all seen the Fartin' Preacher,
Yeah, oh sure.
but I was like, when I saw the Fartin' Preacher, I was in college in the in mid '90s, and that was being passed around on a VHS tape. You know, that everybody's like, dude, you gotta see the Fartin' Preacher. And everybody had a VHS. It was not YouTube.
Right.
And it just got passed around from dorm room to dorm room and college to college. And the tape looked like shit, but it was, I love that vibe, you know? That sharing tapes vibe.
This next one, it's a good
I
record.
like that one.
If you don't have a lot of 50s, and I don't have a lot of 50s music, but this one record would fill that void. It's the American Graffiti soundtrack
Yeah.
on MCA Records. Just tons and tons. And I mean, look how many. There's so many artists.
Oh, yeah. And that's good stuff. It's not an all the time kind of record, but it's a good record to have, for sure.
So,
This was one, Steve actually picked this up for me, sent me a text on a Saturday morning. I don't know how the fuck he was up. But the music that a lot of people don't, movie a lot of people are not familiar with, Electric Dreams from like '84. Man, if you've never seen this movie, go look this up. The guy creates a computer, buys a computer to like help control his house, which is, you know, Alexa, who controls my house?
This might answer your question. The majority party of the United States House of Representatives is the Democratic Party of the United States.
Alexa, what's the answer to the universe?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, 42.
But anyway, it's an early computer movie, which is very cool. And it's got some good stuff. Electric Dreams. Edgar's the name of the computer, if you've never seen this. It's such a kick-ass 80s cornball movie. So good. The soundtrack's pretty good, pretty 80s. Got that synthy vibe. This is another one in that same kind of vein. The Breakin' soundtrack. Can't go wrong with some Breakin'. This is the first one. Actually, the soundtrack from the first one's probably better than Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo. I'll be honest. Pollitter. It's in really good shape. I don't remember where I got this. 84. But you guys know this. Actually, I got it at Hippo Records for 99 cents. Consuelo.
I really, really like this Batman soundtrack.
Oh, well, you're pulling out heavy hitters already, Steve.
Not really.
The one with Prince on it?
There's a lot of
Is
cool
that
music
Batman
on
Returns?
here. It's Batman Forever.
Okay. Oh, where'd you get that?
I've had it on the show.
Okay.
And the funny is, this is the Urban Outfitters colored LP edition. Urban Out. You can only get it at Urban Outfitters.
You said Urban Outfitters and colored. Inappropriate.
Okay.
You're off it.
But it's got like
Get him outta here.
U2, PJ Harvey, Massive Attack, Maisie Starr, The Offspring, Nick Cave,
Wow.
Method Man, Michael Hutchin, the Flaming Lips on here.
Wow. That's pretty impressive, I have to say. I don't remember you bringing this. But I have a substance abuse problem,
Okay.
Steve. I don't know if you got any empathy for those
The
types
movie's not great. The soundtrack is better.
situations?
I think the soundtrack's a lot better than the movie.
Yeah.
And in the vein of Tangerine Dream, I brought the Risky Business soundtrack.
Oh, that's right. They do that.
Oh yeah.
They do that. Haha.
Love on
do.
Love on a Real Train is just a killer sound song.
You know, it's funny because you mentioned that. I'll go ahead and pull this out a little early. I had it a little deeper in the stack, Steve. But
And Old Time Rock and Roll from Bob Seger.
Jesus, Steve, I thought you were gonna not even mention it. But how many soundtracks has Tangerine Dream done?
Like 80, 85.
Ridiculous amount. Speaking of which, this is a Tangerine Dream soundtrack for Sorcerer, which I've never seen this movie. Have no idea.
I've seen it.
Is it good?
It's good. It's okay.
Okay.
It's not about a sorcerer. It's about South America, and I forget what the storyline was, but it wasn't nearly. It's not what you think it is.
Right. But the soundtrack, pretty freaking cool.
Yeah,
I have
it's
to
great.
say, it's a great soundtrack. I picked this up for like $1 or something, man.
So many of their soundtracks are just awesome.
It's good. I mean, it's got its moments for sure, and you know, I've had that for a long time, man, long time. And kind of getting into that, I feel like I'm keep spitting out like teeth. I think I'm spitting out teeth. How many more you got, Steve?
Like 10.
Steve's like, oh, I brought about that many. Steve's got twice.
I have 8.
Steve's got
No,
twice as many
I
as I
had
have.
13 to begin. You had 10. But I'm
You-
gonna
you-
blow. I'm gonna blow through some.
You
of
blow. You go ahead and blow through them.
Okay, so here's one that I just love. It's a movie that I don't think a lot of people have seen. It's on A&M Records, called Brimstone and Treacle.
No, I've not seen
Um,
that.
Sting plays this really, really just kind of creepy character.
Sting the wrestler.
No, it's a
Oh.
movie about this girl. She can't talk. She's like bedridden, and Sting comes to this house and like befriends the family. Becomes really, really good friends with the family, and he's really a fucking evil dude. And
Whoa.
He ends up doing all these crazy, weird
Does he play it well?
things with. Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he does a really good job.
Okay.
But the police play a lot of music on here, but I think also Squeeze and
Oh, that's cool.
The Go-Go's are on here, but it's mostly Sting and the Police.
Scotty says Steve is loaded.
I wish. No, that's just my stupid self. That's the way I am.
Oh, Vance, where you at, bro? Vance mentioned this as his one of his favorites.
Death Wish 2 with
Yeah.
the music from Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page, yeah. This is the
I think the story behind this. I think a lot of the music.
heroin.
Well, he was.
Let's cut
he
to
was-
the chase, Steve. Heroin.
He was making music, trying to do some kind of project involving kind of an homage to. He bought the Aleister Crowley's castle, or his place up there in the.
Yeah, keep going.
When you see it, it's like that's not a castle; it's some kind of weird little house. But I think it ended up reverting into this soundtrack album for Death Wish 2. There's some decent stuff on here. I mean, there's a lot of
Yeah.
kind of weird.
How
stuff.
many of those Death Wish records did he do with the soundtrack
I don't
for?
think he did, but 1 or 2. I think
It's
I
2
think
and
they
3?
Took, yeah, I think they took the same recording session stuff and ended up making it part of 3 as
Yeah,
well.
Dylan makes a good point. Death Wish 1 soundtrack is better. Herbie Hancock.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. But and I love the Jimmy Page stuff, but it does get way out there, and you can tell he's so screwed up, man. I mean, you know,
In a good way.
I don't want to say that. That gives it.
Now this is an epic album,
You're an epic album, Steve.
but it's not in great shape, and it's not a great album because there's a lot of like audio from the movie, but it sounds like it was recorded with a or just a old tape recorder or something. It's Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song,
It's a cool cover.
which is a movie by Marvin Van Peebles, which is Mario Van Peebles' dad.
Oh,
It's a classic cult movie. The music is actually early Earth, Wind, and Fire, I believe.
oh, that's cool.
And he kind of got them for nothing, basically.
Even better.
Is it Earth, Wind, and Fire, or is it the Commodores? I think it's Earth, Wind, and Fire. Wah, wah, wah.
I'm gonna do 3 in a row.
I hear you.
Are you in a mode where you
I'll
need to
do
do a
one
couple?
more.
Do one more,
I'll
Steve.
do one
you do
more.
one more.
Yeah. Okay, I can't read. So
That's a big vertical gatefold.
it
What's
is.
that white box for? Are you supposed to write your name and address in there, or what?
Last but not least, and this, well, I got two to do. We got Shaft,
Nothing wrong with this. I mean, come on.
Isaac Hayes' Shaft.
One of them, man, my parents had this record when I was a kid. I played the fuck out of this loud. I used to laugh at all the 70s, like kind of wah wah, like Chips kind of sounding music. I laughed at that stuff, and now I think that's the greatest music ever. In fact, I've downloaded all that music from Chips, the interior music from Chips. It's some of the greatest music I've ever heard in my life.
And last but not least, in this genre era, Marvin Gaye's Trouble Man.
Oh, okay.
This was a
I
soundtrack.
don't really know this.
This album was
I
his
don't know this one.
follow-up to What's Going On, basically. So it still has that kind of city vibe to it.
Oh, this little, I like this little die cut. What do you call this
I
guy?
don't know.
What is-
Outside gatefold?
I don't know what this is. Boom. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Now, there's 3 records I kind of wanted to show in a row that were that really kind of they hit this kind of 80s synthwave vibe for me. Unexpectedly, some of them. Well, this record, the Lost Boys soundtrack. You guys know, if you're as old as my fucking ass, you guys know you want to get up on this.
Who the
Oh
fuck
wait,
is this P. William 298?
want to become famous?
Selling shit on this channel.
Motherfucker, I am famous. Look at this ice. Do people with ice like this need to buy followers? Come on. Chumps among us, folks. Lost Boys. That, who is it? Was it Lou Graham that did the,
No.
no,
It's some unknown.
Cry Little Sister, performed by Gerald McMahon.
Yeah, Gerald.
Thou shalt not. That song. Oh my God, dude. This is such a. NXS is on this. Roger Daltrey, Echo and the Bunnymen. But those pale in comparison to that one track. The Cry Little Sister jam. Oh, what a great 80s song. It's such an 80s song in such the greatest way, man. Yeah. How are your maggots, Michael? So they had that like underground hideout. Now here's the thing. For you 80s movies guys, let's take a second here. Everybody take a knee. I always thought the vampire hideout from Lost Boys was very similar to the underground zoo hideout from Police Academy 2. I felt like those hideouts were very similar.
Same
I don't like how this is. I feel like it was pretty similar.
Yeah.
But in that same vibe, this is something I got. I would have loved to have got the first one. I'm on the first one. Karate Kid Part 2. But this Part 2 would have the Peter Cetera on it. I am the man who will fight for... Big song back then. So I bought that. It's kind of nostalgia, because, I mean, this is right up my alley. It's the right age for me, you know what I mean? But when I bought it and started playing it...
Quadraphonic disc?
This is right after I got into synthwave, outrun stuff, like modern synthwave stuff. And when I started playing these other tracks, which let's see who is on. Moody Blues are on here. Paul Rogers, Southside Johnny, Dennis DeYoung, New Edition, Carly Simon. But regardless of who this was, when I played this on the show, or maybe it was just me and Jay hanging out, and I was like, this sounds like a synthwave record from right now. Totally. I would buy this right now. It's corny, like, but in the good kind of like, I've had a couple of Tom Collins cornies. Actually, I hadn't had Tom Collins since the 90s, but you get what I'm saying. It's corny, but in the best kind of way. And speaking of which, let me do one more, Steve.
I got
get back.
three, and they all
I'll
go
get back
they
to
all
you.
go together.
I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Don't sleep on Miami Vice. This was another one I kind of got and played for funsies on the show. And when I started playing it, we were actually matching it up with a VHS of Miami Vice over here to it.
Right.
What a great soundtrack. And not just in a corny way that we're listening to, like the theme, of course, is great. Jan Hammer. But the
Don Hammer.
Glenn Fry's on here. But it's Shaka Khan,
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins, Tina Turner, but a lot of Jan Hammer. But it just cut a slice out of that 80s shit.
Is Joe Walsh on there?
It's perfect. It is perfect for what it is. It's kind of weird to explain, but it's the perfect record for what it is. If you're looking for a Miami Vice soundtrack, you want that vibe. You're going to do a weird party where everybody dresses like Don Johnson, and you're going to, I don't know. It's perfect in that regard.
Wow.
That's the only thing I can say about it.
Okay. So I got three records to talk about.
Okay,
They all
let's go.
seem to go together. because
Hurry up, Steve.
It's all from the same band. These soundtracks. The first one is the last one I actually got. I didn't have it for years and years because I didn't know much about it. But it's Zabriskie Point.
Oh,
This is Pink Floyd.
whoa. Okay.
It's a reissue.
I just thought of one.
Reissue. I got at the record out there in Clemens, the record show or whatever they call
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this just got a mention, actually.
Yeah. It's a great album. It's mainly Pink Floyd on a lot of tracks, and it's Jerry Garcia doing some like improvised stuff, and it's also got some just odd songs thrown in there by some other artists that don't really fit. But it's kind of a cool thing to have. If you're a huge Pink Floyd fan,
That's one I don't
you
have.
You might want to have
Yeah.
it. The second one is Obscured by Clouds, which is music from a movie called The Valley. It's a French movie that I have not seen.
Really? That's a... Man.
It is, well, it doesn't list it as an official soundtrack.
Uh-huh.
Like, this one says original
Fast Times
soundtrack.
at Ridgemont High,
This is
yeah.
an original soundtrack. Fast Times at Ridgemont High is a great soundtrack.
Yeah, that is a good one.
That was.
I don't run across
that.
that.
Was was my freshman.
You ever seen that?
My freshman year in college.
I've literally never seen that
That shit
soundtrack
was
on
playing
vinyl.
all the time.
I've never seen that.
This is on Capitol Records. I think EMI is the original. Or
Oh, yeah. You pulled the one I forgot you have right here
and then last but
in
not
terms of
least,
soundtrack, yeah.
you have the graphic that we made for that.
For what?
Is the original soundtrack for More, the movie More,
Oh, wait. Yeah, you the full screen bump?
which I have seen this one.
It's called like Glasses or something, right?
Barbet Schroeder.
This here?
Yeah, that's actually taken from the poster from the movie.
Very cool.
Kind of going to the island of what's it called Ibiza.
I have that one and I forgot.
Kind of a party.
I forgot about
party
that.
island,
That is a
party
great
city
soundtrack.
that people go to.
'Cause I wasn't really
and kind of
thinking-
things get out of hand.
I mean, could you pull the wall into this conversation?
Of course.
Is that a soundtrack? It's backwards though. They built the movie
Yeah, that's
off
true.
of the music.
It's an album before it's a soundtrack.
That's a little. Now, I will say, here we go with my top three that I have in my possession. I don't have top three. This was a VCLT and from our good buddy Curtis out of Portland. Who knows how much I love this album, this movie. Stallone's Cobra. Actually, I found a synthwave track this week that samples this, and I was super hyped on this. I don't even know. Let's see who's in his. Feel the Heat's on here. Jean Beauvoir. Loving on Borrowed Time. Love theme. There's a theme from Cobra and a love theme from Cobra. Sylvester Levy, Gary Wright. Miami Sound Machines on here. Robert Tepper. Bill Medley. Yeah. But I mean, it's Cobra, dude.
Bill Medley in the comments.
It's just absolutely so awesome. And it's so awesome that Kurt sent this all the way from Portland. He knew how much I love this. Man, I can quote this movie all day. And when I'd forgot when I was looking for this one was out of place. It wasn't in the stack where it should have been. So I spent so much time looking for this record today. And these stickers actually fell out of this. And they just fell out again. But he put a Dead Milkmen sticker in there, which is kick-ass. And also a Papa Jazz sticker from Columbia, South Carolina, because I think he's got
From
family.
Portland?
Yeah, but he's got family in South
Oh.
Carolina, so he goes down there pretty often. So cool, man. That's such a. I love this movie so much, especially the first half of that movie. It's so kick-ass. Now to that Stallone point, if you guys want to go for what, and I'll pose it to you, Steve. What soundtrack on Grown Man Record Night has been played the most? I think we've been going since, 2011? Which one have we played more than any other soundtrack in all those 8-9 years? It wins, hands
Rocky
down.
4.
Yeah, especially After Hours. Oh my God, what a great soundtrack. This is my favorite soundtrack of all time. Not even close. It's not even close. The jams on this, and I'm not talking about, the Rocky themes, but like Burning Heart, Hearts on Fire, Living in America with James Brown's on this,
Is Frank
and
Stallone on there?
holy shit, No Easy Way Out. Why nobody has done a heavy version of No Easy Way Out, I have no idea.
Why haven't you done a heavy
Bum
version?
bum 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 bum.
Is it instrumental? No, apparently
No. Oh, we're playing this right after the show. We're playing it.
Oh, God.
Go over to Twitch. Go over to Twitch. We're playing it right after the
not. We
show.
should play soundtrack songs.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do soundtracks. If you go over,
One-offs.
we gotta do it. Whoa, where's my graphic? Boom. Come over to Twitch. We're gonna play these right after the show.
All of them.
God. 4 is the Russian, Scotty. That's the Russian one. It's the best
it's,
soundtrack ever.
What's his name?
But
Dolph Lundgren.
yeah, but if he dies, oh,
Yeah, show that again.
he dies. But probably not the coolest, because like I said, this conversation got started from a little convo I was having with Mr. Bizarro, and we're talking. He was posting soundtracks. He's a big soundtrack guy, and he posted something like kind of a setup. He had like the LP. He's an 8-track guy. Had the 8-track, maybe the cassette or something. And I was like, oh man, I've got that. And I was like, actually, I've got that sealed. And I was like, he was like, man, do you know which version you have sealed? It's Close Encounters.
Oh, I've got that.
But if you notice, and it's got the hype sticker, 3 for what? 3 for $3 or 5 for 10.
There also should be a 7-inch.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
I got that.
This includes a special bonus record of the hit theme for Close Encounters on a 7-inch.
Yep.
But this is sealed.
Well, you don't have to pop it because I can bring mine over.
Yeah. So I got this at Goodwill for 75 cents. I remember that.
Damn.
I got a whole bunch of stuff for 75 cents, and this was one of the ones. Yeah, Blues Brothers. I can't believe it's taken that long for a Blues Brothers to pop up. That's for sure. But this sealed Close Encounters, man, I thought that's pretty cool. It's got that 7-inch in there too. Because Mr. Bizarro was like, man, you got that, it's got the 7-inch in there. And I was like, oh, wait, what? And I read the front, and I'm like, oh, son of a bitch, it does.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. This is the same haul. You guys remember the Yellow Magic? I got a whole lot of like 75-cent sealed records from Goodwill. Yellow Magic was the other big one in there. Some like lesser, like some sealed Dean Martins. I still have a sealed Oh, what's the disco band?
Seal.
The big disco band. Oh, one of the biggest. Also,
Chic.
Sha Na Na. I got a sealed Sha Na
The
Na.
Bee Gees.
No, oh my God. You're close.
The disco band. Donna Summer.
Saturday, no. Oh, you guys are all over it, but it's not. KC and the Sunshine Band.
Oh, Casey and the Sunshine.
I got a sealed KC and the Sunshine Band. I mean, it's not worth a bunch of money. But, oh, Car Wash. Why did I not pull Car Wash?
I don't know why you didn't.
Dude, the Car Wash soundtrack is literally the very first record album I ever bought on my own when I started collecting records. The first one, and it's fantastic.
It's somewhere around here.
Sit, yeah, it's right over there. Sit that bitch down there. Yeah, Scotty, he said your first record. God, you guys are so right. Holy shit. You guys are so right. We should probably do a little marbles before we go to Soda Speak and Chip Chat. Why don't I use this squeeze back more with chat more often? I should use this more often. You guys are the best. You
Yeah,
guys
I've
know
got 2
stuff.
copies of Saturday Night Fever.
What?
Somebody mentioned Saturday Night Fever, and
Yeah.
I've got 2 copies.
I may have that in there. And I've got some other.
I mean, I've got like 30 other soundtracks.
Oh, Sean says I can get $30 to $40 for that Close Encounters on eBay. See, I like having it, but I love to know like some of my record collection, especially the stuff that's really expensive, that stuff I care about but I'm not passionate about. I call that unemployment insurance. To know that I was to lose my job, I could go get a month's worth of mortgage off of a few records here. Would be great. I mean, that's great. It's fantastic. Here in the South, we say, that's fantastic. Up north, they say, that's fantastic.
But you'd have to work harder to get what it's worth, rather than just take it somewhere to sell, because they're not going to give you what it's worth.
But,
Nobody.
hey, thanks, dude. I'm telling you, Mr. Bizarro, you was the inspiration, man. We had that little convo about it. That made me think, man. It's like, man, we've never done a damn soundtrack thing. I mean, we've talked about soundtracks, but
Are we playing this game or not?
yeah, let's go. Let's go, everybody. Race menu. Wait.
Hold
Race.
on.
No, I'm not there yet. Is it frozen? It's frozen, isn't it?
What?
No, it's not. Oh, look at a little freezy guy.
Yeah, make
You
feel
guys,
good.
you guys
Make
like
feel
freezers?
good in the summer.
Michael Cron wants 49. I mean, I'll let it go. Next week, dude, remind me we'll do number 49. Liver Lobes getting in here. I see you guys. I didn't do my exclamation point. Play. You guys get in here.
Am I in?
I don't know.
You would see me, right?
Maybe. We got a good stack of folks in here though, so I don't know if I'd see you or not. But nobody told me the music stopped. So all of you get minus 4 points. All right. Oh, good stack of folks in here. Let's go. Look, hey, come on, Michael Cron. Get out of here with this aimbot noise. Warzone's got enough troubles. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Here we go.
I hope I win again.
Yeah, shut up, Steve, about it.
Where are we? There we are.
In conjunction to what? All right, here we go. Well, we got 12 people in this one. We're jockeying for position.
And
I can move it. I can do this until we get. Oh,
Michael
look at
Cron.
Michael Cron. I don't like this. Look like spaghetti.
Oh, look, you jumped. No, you didn't.
Looks like Spaghetti Junction in Atlanta.
Whoop. Michael Cron took a bad turn.
You guys want to? Let's get right into the action.
Jesus. Okay.
Mr. Bizarro. We're just talking about him. It's a good. Oh, this is tight. This is a tight race.
Comes Aaron.
This is a tight race. Everybody's kind of.
Everybody's getting stuck right there, except for
Yep.
Scotty Strychnine.
Come on, Scotty.
Up. No. Aaron pushing forward.
Look at this run. Look at,
Downhill
look at this.
run.
Look at this run. Nice run,
Right
Aaron.
in the middle.
Nice
right in the middle,
run, Aaron.
Staying in the middle.
Nice run. Look at the whoop-de-woos. Right over the whoop-de-woos. That's a good run right there.
You're bringing up the rear.
I ain't bringing up nothing, Steve.
Oh, Aaron got stuck.
Oh, Mr. Bizarro.
But this might kill everybody. Look at this.
How close? Look at all this group. Look at this group.
Up. Nope, we got a new leader. Who's way down there?
Oh, Vance. Zeb Pearl. Coming up strong. This is a good-looking course. I like this course.
Oh, he went right through that.
Didn't even mess with him. I don't.
How did he get through that?
We need to get the judges to take a look real quick. If we can get somebody off camera to take a look. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. But look at Michael Cron.
It's gonna be close.
It's going to be close.
Oh, he's gonna go right through.
Whoa, no.
If somebody can go right through that hole, it'd be kind of.
Inappropriate.
Do balls ever hit each
Okay.
other?
Oh, they hit.
They'll knock balls?
We hit balls around here, Steve.
I don't think so. I think they go right through. Nobody's knocking
Ghost balls? Are you talking about ghost
Nobody's
balling?
knocking
Oh, look at Vance!
The winner.
I told you, man. Vance is always in like the top 3. Now he's done won another one. Well, unofficially. Let's wait for the official results, please, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody get their panties in a W till we get the final results, please. Please. Settle down. Studio audience, please,
Where
till we
am
can
I?
get the
I'm
final.
not even in the list.
You're off it. I don't think you're in this race.
I tried. I did it. What the hell? I feel like I've been denied.
I think you're been flagged for PEDs, Steve. Wow. All right. That's a good look. Come on, everybody. Settle in.
And the winner is.
Well, we'll wait for the official results. We're not going to get too carried away.
Wow. We're all just sitting around waiting.
I do need to find up the season score. Look at this. All the balls are in line. It's like Boy Scout camp.
Except for one ball.
You guys into these fucking
Yeah,
children jokes
Just
or?
wait for everybody to come. As soon as everybody shows up. Oh, there was some ball knocking.
Oh, this is how I told you.
Knocking balls.
Man, all the balls in line. Single file. What's going on? This is
taking forever.
this is the most ridiculous. Look at here. All right, congratulations, Vance. I feel like that was 4 years ago, but congratulations. Jeepers creepers, man. What a good race, though. Good race, though.
Good race.
I mean, kind of.
I don't know where I was.
Well, let's just take a look. All right, let's take a quick break. What are we going to do? Come back with a. Everybody finished at least. We're going to come back with a So to Speak and Chip Chat. Got a little news and So to Speak. Got a little soda thing going on. We don't even have a chip picked yet. We don't have a chip picked yet. We're going to pick a chip. You want to pick a chip? Yeah. All right, we'll pick a chip. I got a rind over there too. If you want to pick a rind, we pick a rind. We pick a chip.
We're gonna go rap.
You gonna go rap?
I think so.
All right, we'll pick whatever you want to pick, Steve. You guys stay tuned here on a brand new live edition of Grown Men Record. We'll be right back right after this special message from our sponsors.
If you look as broad as this, and you'd rather look as slim as this, try the AIDS Reducing Plan. Delicious tasting AIDS candy contains vitamins and minerals, no drugs. Taken with a hot drink before meals, AIDS helps you curb your appetite. You eat less because you want less, so you lose weight naturally. Thousands of men and women have lost weight on the AIDS plan. You can too. Why not try AIDS? They work.
How do you know if you're watching Out of Control, the Nickelodeon TV show? It's easy when you remember this helpful guide. An out-of-control car goes... An out-of-control skier goes... But an out-of-control TV show goes... Once again, out-of-control car... Out of Control Skier, Out of Control Show, Out of Control. It goes like Sundays on Nickelodeon.
Johnny Bench. This is Krylon Spray Paint, the other leading national brand. And here comes my fast pitch, so watch close. Krylon Special Formula goes on smooth, just like a professional finish. And just 12 minutes later, it's dry to the touch. No runs, no drips, no errors. The other brand's still tacky after 1 hour. Let's see it again. Krylon dry after 12 minutes, other brand still tacky after 1 hour. Did you catch that? Krylon, for a smooth, fast professional finish.
Mr. Suntek O will now show you the powerful Cobra Punch.
Yeah! Punch through with a Cobra CV and be heard loud and clear. Handsome exterior belies powerful interior that consistently covers much distance because Cobra made to deliver a powerful punch. Also, made to take punch.
Punch through loud and clear with a Cobra.
All right, we're back. And Steve's late to the party. What are you doing?
Getting all the shit.
You got stuff going on? Steve had to take a urinary break.
I didn't go outside. I'm just going to clip it on the outside here.
All right, so starting out, Steve, with a soda speak thing now.
Some soda news.
You had a little soda. Look at this. Let me do a little. I'll get off of the that. I'll go into a window grab. Steve, you brought this to my attention. I'm familiar with this company. I didn't know it was I didn't know it was a Coca-Cola
I think
thing.
Coca-Cola bought it
Gotcha.
in recent years.
Topo Chico.
Topo Chico.
Topo Chico.
Chico. You always see it in the Hispanic food section.
Yeah.
It's like is it like a clear soda? Topo Chico?
Yeah, it's mineral water.
Oh, mineral water.
Straight
Okay.
up mineral water.
Okay. But now they've decided they're going to enter the hard seltzer market.
So they're coming into an
Which is
already crowded
Yeah, very crowded.
hard seltzer market. When is this coming out?
I think it's out now in the Latin American countries.
I've got a quote here. The
Okay.
company said it would introduce Topo Chico hard seltzer to select cities in Latin America later this year before rolling out the product in the United States in 2021 is the
So
date.
probably Miami first.
Inappropriate.
No.
Unlike numerous brands in the hard seltzer market, the Topo Chico offering won't be a variation on an existing beer or created by a company with a long history in alcoholic beverages. I got the hiccups.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the opposite. It's a seltzer kind of company getting into the boozy kind of thing.
Boozing it up.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
I think they'll do probably pretty well.
Nope. I mean, if it, depends on the price point, depends
Well,
on
you
the
know,
alcohol, depends
they'll
on the
probably
carbs.
They'll come into the big stores and they'll undercut all the other smaller dealers and run
Yeah.
them out.
Because don't get it twisted. I don't buy.
Twisted.
Yes, twisted tea. I don't buy like these hard seltzers because I like these better than like a nice IPA or like even a Budweiser or a Coors. I buy these because like Coronas, they have 0 carbs. So yeah, that's why I'm buying them. And they taste, don't get me wrong, they taste great. But I mean, I would rather have a hard ass beer, but I'm just a fat fuck, man. I can walk past a buffet and gain weight. So
These show that this is a new Truly hard seltzer. Truly already has some hard seltzers that are, I think, zero carb.
lemonade.
These are lemonades, different. This is a mango lemonade that you're holding. But they have like 3 carbs, so it is a lot sweeter than the carb. And I kind of prefer the original over this. This is, well, if you're going to go hard seltzer.
It's
you
a
might
little
as well go
tart.
hard seltzer. It's a little on the sweeter side.
It's a little sweeter and a little tart. It's a little. I mean, I
Well,
like
it's a
a tart.
lemonade.
Yeah. But it's definitely tart. Now, what do you have for Soda Speak tonight, Steve? Because you brought some
Oh.
stuff for us.
That's right. Well, first of all, before we get to our soda of the week,
Okay. Because we do have a soda of the week. We got something else going too.
got something else going. When I was in Guatemala,
Ooh.
my father-in-law and I, we would sit at the hotel and drink that rum. I brought you some rum. For
Right.
your,
Good rum.
for your
Really
wedding.
good rum.
I forget the name of it. With club soda. And this is the club soda that we use. It's called Salutaris club soda from Guatemala.
Salutaris.
And I figured it falls into the soda area. It's a club soda.
Sure.
right?
It says Aqua Mineral right here.
Aqua Mineral con gas.
Gas. What's a gas?
Carbonation.
Carbonation.
Gas.
I know from German, von
Gas.
Voss would be from tap.
Well, this is with gas. So basically, they call it mineral water with gas.
Okay.
Carbonated water.
We'll see about that in a little bit.
So I bought a little bottle of Absolute.
Oh, whoa. This
Nice,
is legit. This is a legit bottle of Absolute.
Decent, cute little bottle of straight up Absolute.
Man, I hadn't had Absolute in
No flavors,
long
just straight
time.
Absolute.
Yeah, nothing wrong with
I'm
that.
going to pour us a couple of drinks.
Okay. Like you got some limes here, so you got doing
Yeah,
lime
we'll do. Where's your shot glass? Whatever. I'll use.
Here we go.
I'll use
I don't. I mean, I
You want one shot or two?
you know, whatever you're doing.
Do a shot and a half.
Okay. Well, we end up wrestling. That's just what it is.
All right.
I don't hold any grudges.
I was a bartender at one point, but got in trouble.
Early in the '90s, Steve, I was what you call I was a rapist,
Okay.
but mostly like bums and stuff like that. So it didn't really matter a whole bunch.
Now I'm not mixing it up. You might want to stir it with your finger, stir it, or
Maybe I'll stir it with my readers.
so we're talking vodka and soda. Skull. Oh, I gave you the wrong. I got glass.
What? Oh, come on. That's all right. Skull, everybody. I just stuck a piece of ice down my throat. But other than that,
Good.
light, refreshing, ready for summertime, baby.
Great summertime drink.
Mm.
I could use some more vodka.
That's Steve. But that's kind of my go-to, and I finally realized as I got older, I used to had called and pardon my expression, the pussy rule. I never drank anything that wasn't mixed half and half liquor, half chaser. And I realized as I got older, it's like that is fucking stupid.
Right.
It's like I would do a pint glass and put one shot in it because I'm gonna have like 7 of them tonight while we're like listening to records. I mean, who cares? But I used to I do that rule. They don't be no pussy. Next thing you know, I'm like, oh, let's go outside. Who's arm wrestle? Who knows something about it? Come on, everybody. It was stupid. It was. It ended up with some bad things that happened in my life from mixing liquor a little too strong. I'll have to say. This is good though.
Real good. Soda.
Even for as much liquor as you poured in there,
Yeah. Okay.
it's still pretty light and refreshing for that. Absolutely. You got something else for So to Speak?
Yeah. So
I feel like we got a twofer here. A twofer for So to
Well,
Speak.
we got a soda as a what do you call it? Recreational soda. It's another from Asheville, from the Devil's Foot Beverage Company.
Okay.
I don't know if this is the same company that
I think that is.
we did before.
We did
that
one of
We
them.
were kind of like, one of them you really liked.
And one of them was terrible.
Yeah.
So that's, future so bright, sparkling. I love a limeade, dude. I was just telling the kid got some limeade, and I was like, you know what? And Cameron's still in here. He can attest to this. When I used to buy limeade back in the day, you know what I did with it?
No.
I put salt in it.
What?
Yeah, because lime and salt.
Yeah.
It's the best combo. Not lime and sugar, lime and salt is the combo, baby. But I'm excited for this. Now, I have a...
Do you think this would be good if you did the rim and some salt?
Yeah, for me, anyway. Well, I don't know. But I will say this. This is just a suggestion. Serving suggestion. I think we try this. We have a good pull of it, and we give our little commentary on whatever it tastes like. And then I say we add it to this vodka tonic.
Oh.
I think we combine it.
Oh. Yeah. We need more vodka.
Once we Once we get into it, let's get our own little taste on this. Even a couple.
That's good, and I think that would make a really good mixer. It's light.
Wow.
It's light as a soda. It's very light, and I think that the folks in Asheville, the
Oh.
Snowflakes in Asheville, are really good at making the sodas light and.
Did you just political commentary on my program, Steve? This is good, folks.
It's really good.
Trisha, please mark this as a potential soda of the year.
Well,
it's up there.
It's very light in the soda area, but it's a sparkling limeade. Definitely a sparkling limeade.
Yeah. Luke, I think I heard either Jerry from King Records or Dylan mention you being from Georgia.
Really?
That's how I knew that. It's because you and your brother,
Who's from Georgia?
Luke's Grooves.
Well, I spent a lot of time.
Steve's a Georgia Bulldog.
I am.
Steve's a graduate of the University of Georgia. No, Steve. Come on,
Just a
dude.
splash. Here. Cutting it with that.
Actually, it's funny because I thought Jerry was telling me that. Then I realized it was probably that recent Noble Records
The
video.
Census. You work for the Census.
I work for the Census Bureau. I'm excited for this.
Now we've mixed club soda with sparkling limeade with vodka and some lime.
This will turn out well. I'll post a vlog tomorrow about what happens after.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, that's fantastic, actually. Wow. Seriously, that's up there for soda of the year. So light and refreshing and not, man, that is so good.
And it's just filtered water, organic lime juice, organic cane sugar, and regional honey.
Damn right, regional. That's good stuff, man. Let's get into a little chip chat.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you guys don't know, if you're new to the program, in addition to reviewing the sodas and record albums, of course, we have reviewed over
600.
Oh, that's your brother is Deep Track Zach. Holy shit. I knew there were two brothers. I didn't realize Zach. Holy shit.
Wow.
I didn't realize you guys were the two brothers from Georgia. That is badass. I knew of the two brothers from Georgia. Didn't realize it was you two guys.
We do not own the rights to that bit.
No. We got a dead ball. Personal foul. Yeah, the vodka. Come on, Vance. But if you don't know this program, not only do we review the sodas like we did in record albums, but we also review potato chips, and
we do.
Kind of famously so at this point, or infamous.
This is the one we've actually kept up with thanks to Sweet Tea.
Sweet Tea has a running list of our chip sheet, what we call, and we have reviewed over
an Excel spreadsheet.
If you guys want access to this, it's on our YouTube link. You can click on it. We have reviewed over 600 plus bags of potato chips in the last God knows how many years. You would think it's tough.
We used to, on one show, we might do 3 or 4 bags.
Oh, we used to blast through.
And I'm like, somebody decided we better slow it down.
We realized we're gonna run out of chips.
We still haven't run out.
We still haven't run out of chips. And this week we've got a smorgasbord that has a D on the end for you guys.
I've got just as many at home.
Okay, fair enough.
But you know, actually, I've got some duplicates, so I'll be eating those when I get back.
Okay. Well, let's grab you grabbed a chip?
I got one right here.
Oh, you got one right here?
And
What are we
I'm
doing?
thinking now, should we do this because maybe it's not fair to Jay, the Kerbis, because
Oh.
he brought these,
Oh,
but he never stays.
well, all right.
So one of our favorite brand of chips on the program for the buck and for the flavor that you get with a chip are wrap chips. Whoop.
Excuse me.
Wrap snacks, I should say. And
Oh,
they come.
Luke said, me too. Go dogs. Sick 'em.
Yeah, hell yeah, buddy.
He's a dog too.
They come with a hip hop artist on the cover, and
Yep.
Each one is its own brand. This is Notorious B.I.G.'s Honey Jalapeno.
And if you notice, this is in the icon category.
yeah, so they stepped it up.
So a lot of the ones we did early on, I mean, I'm pretty plugged in for a 43-year-old. I'd never heard of these artists at all.
And one of those is maybe like that. The other.
Yeah, but I mean, Notorious B.I.G. Hello, come on. So this is a honey jalapeno chip.
Yeah.
Now, this was a chip of the year, not a nominee, winner for year before last.
Who?
Wrap chips.
But not that one. We haven't
Just
done that.
wrap chips in
Yeah,
general.
Yeah, wrap chips.
Because for the most amount of junk on a chip, by far,
I think I said that.
I mean, by far. So they were the chip of the year, a winner. So much so that I told Mr. Bizarro about these, and he was going to have some order. He said these are like stupid expensive off of Amazon.
Yeah.
And Jay actually found these like down east, what we call down east here in North Carolina. You can't really.
Greenville area.
So yeah, oh nice. Whew, look at these now. Nice amount of stuff on a chip, but I pulled just a couple of chips out. They're not broken. Got a lot of stuff on them. I'm liking the cut of their jib.
Really good.
Man, these never disappoint. They are so good. Jesus Christ, God Almighty, that's who makes these. They are so good.
Where's your readers?
Need some readers? We're a couple of older
Of
gentlemen.
course, you dipped your drink with them.
I did. I stirred my drink with it.
Oh wow, I can read. I'm not going to read you about B.I.G. Blah blah blah. Wrapsnacksfoundation.org. Boss up. Wrap Snacks now.
Somebody said they're out of.
Wrap Snacks Marketing, Flagler Street, Miami, Florida.
Okay,
James Lindsay is the president and CEO.
let's get him on the horn.
I tell you, he's done it. He's done it right with these chips, though.
Yeah, let's see if we can get James Lindsay on the phone. Anybody got a number for him? Chad, I'm counting on you.
In the words of B.I.G.,
Next Play Records. That's the brother. Yep.
we can't change the world unless we change ourselves.
Haha. More like Rapture Snacks. Wizard of Video Games. What's going on? Aaron Griffin says each $24 case of Wrap Snacks corn products includes 48 individual 1-ounce bags. Wow. Each $28 case of Wrap Snacks potato chips includes 56 individual 1-ounce bags.
What?
That's from their website.
1 ounce
Wow.
bags. How small is that?
How many ounces is that?
This is 2.75.
That's a 2.75er.
So it's going to be like a third of that.
Wow. I don't know about that. Aaron is looking for a number. Get the president on the horn.
He's in Miami. He's probably at a nightclub.
Or should we just call Jay?
Passing the COVID-19.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow, these are good.
They're so good, man. This is
Might be
such
the best barbecue jalapeno chip I've had.
such a corny brand. You would think this would be just garbage, convenience store nonsense.
No way.
They are the best chips going right now. If you run into Wrap Snacks, I'm telling you, man.
You'll see them in a Circle K or a... They'll be there.
Certain areas, yeah.
What are you saying?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No. No, meaning they're in the eastern part of the state versus the central right here. Wow, I think we should keep going.
I gotta dust my hands off.
Now look, if you folks are new to the program, please go. What we're going to do? We're going to go play some records. You guys like record albums?
We're gonna do a set. We're gonna do a soundtrack set.
We can do a soundtrack set.
We could.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll play some soundtracks. You guys come over to Twitch. We're going to play some soundtracks. Don't fuck around. Come over there. Come over. A lot of you guys are watching right now.
You know, these chips aren't gonna make it home because I will tell you honestly, a lot of times I will, while you start to fall asleep,
Yeah.
I'll just take the chips that are left and put them in my bag. And
Sure.
Take them home.
Yeah, I know your wife and kids like them. Yeah,
Take them home to my wife.
I don't
But
even-
I actually have the same bag at home. I have the same 2 bags, these wrap snacks that he got. I have those. I was going
Yeah.
to bring them and he bought them. I mean, son of a bitch. But anyway, that's cool because now I can share them with the family.
Absolutely. That's what we're all. 833 Wrap Snacks found it.
Really?
Yeah. Aaron Griffin's always on point. That's why, you know. That's why he's the goddamn top shot. Here we go. 833 R A P S
I can imagine
N
this guy Lindsay. What's his name?
A C K S.
It'd be great if James Lindsay picked up. He's like in a club doing a big line of blow on a table right now, and then here you are calling him.
Thank you for calling Wrap Snacks. How may I help you?
Yes, this is Mikey Bananas from the Grown Man Record Night program. We've reviewed your potato chips on our show multiple times. We just wanted to tell you how absolutely fantastic these chips are. They're the best potato chips we have ever tried on this show, time and time again, and we just wanted to say thank you so much for what you're doing for the potato chip world.
Right, okay. Thank you. You've come through to the answering service.
Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We just wanted to say we're live on the internet right now. It's like these chips are so good, and we've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of bags of chips, and Wrap Snacks are always top of the list. And I can't thank you guys enough for doing what you're doing. I don't know, how do you do it? How do you get all this seasoning on one chip?
She's just the answering service.
I'm sorry, I'm just the answering service.
Okay. Well, hey, God bless you. Stay safe.
Thank you for calling. Okay, bye-bye.
She had an accent. Yeah. I'm going to flip this table over. How sturdy is this?
I felt like I was talking to. I wasn't talking.
Are they Australian?
Posh Spice or something.
I know. USA. USA. Why'd that move?
Because you're throwing shit around.
Yeah, that was.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
But you actually, we never get a live person.
Never.
And they have an answering service in the
Oh,
middle of the night.
God,
it's 1:45.
I know. I should have found a way. If I would have really realized what was going on, I should have kept her on
You
there.
should have said, "Can you put me through to James Lindsay?"
What?
Yeah, James Lindsay. Can you put me through to James Lindsay right now?
How much would it cost for a picture of your butt? Would that have got me in trouble?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, what does a butt picture go for nowadays? What is this, 2019? 2020?
Probably not as much as it used to.
Butt picture? I remember fishing at a pier one time in North Carolina, like the North Carolina coast.
Yeah.
You go down to the pier house to take a piss.
Found the dirty nag.
No, it was one of those, you put a 75 cent in the little thing and ka-chong the thing, like you'd get a condom or something.
Right.
You know? But it was like a nudie picture. It came out like a wallet-sized or smaller nudie
Where's this
picture.
at?
At the beach, at the pier. You'd get a little nudie picture that was like wallet, not smaller than wallet size.
Right.
You know, some, bushy gash situation going on. But at the time, I'm like, 75 cents for like a bushy gash. I'm
Hell yeah.
hello, come on.
I mean, you've seen oysters that look about the same. So.
Well, we didn't get those down there. We got a lot of sand fiddlers. We get sand fiddlers
Yeah. You got crabs.
twice last year. Well, folks, thank you so much for hanging out with us. This has been a pleasure. I have to say, I have to tell you, Steve, I have to say how much of a pleasure it's been to hang out with all you fine ladies and gentlemen this evening. And I hope you, please, smash a little like button for us. We've got a lot of people watching this evening. Hit that little like button. Hit a subscribe. Go over to Twitch, for crying out loud. We're going to play some of these soundtrack records. Come hang out with us and talk and chat and tell us what your favorite soundtrack records are. And let's get into it. Let's get weird. Come over here. Let's get weird. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Give us 2 or 3 minutes. We're going to be back on Twitch. We're going to keep this party going for at least a little while longer. Oh, baby. Thank you so much. And we'll catch you next time on an all-new Grown Man Record Night. Man, you guys are the bestersons.